Let's get this figured out. This world gon' give me whatever I need until I get this vision out. Then they gon' pay me whatever I ask, cause I got it figured out. Family be checking all up on a nigga to see how I'm feeling now. Damn, they love to see a nigga really make a killing now. I put a lock on the game and I hide the code and the keys. I am not playing no games, I really play this shit for keeps. That shit for me.
MaddenHeadz YouTube, what's going on? It is your boy, Coach DC, coming back at you today with another video. And today, fellas, we are going to get into the lost art of stacking. And what stacking is, in real terms, stacking is basically just positioning yourself, on top or underneath, most likely on top of the DB as the ball arrives, like you're trying to shield him off. And so by stacking, you're just going to try to kind of line yourself up to get yourself in between the ball and the defender. And so as you see here, just clicking on and just running and trying to get into that spot. And it's a little bit of physicality that's involved in it, because if you, hey man, don't be doing sauce like that, man. That's crazy. But if you can get yourself in that position, it is very difficult for the DB to make a play if he's not going to swat, or if his, if him going for the ball is not on time. And so it's a couple of keys to this is to make sure, that, your throws are adequate for the situation. You have to kind of see how you're being played. So if you're being played underneath, or you're being played over the top, you want to make sure that, God, he just actually stepped on him. I mean, literally put his cleat on in the dude's, like, that's crazy. Oh, it's Juju. And let's see. Yeah, so if you can get in position somewhere in between the DB and the ball, then you're going to just make the catches more advantageous, especially, when you have those guys in those trail techniques. You click on, you want to get on, sometimes you need to get on the speed burst. Sometimes you'll need to be on the L2 to slow down. But if you can get on top and actually time out going for the catch, the aggressive rack or secure catch, then you're going to have a lot of success if you can time it out. The key is to click on and put yourself in a ball you and then man position, or it's gonna always be a ball you and then the man. So you want to make sure that you're in the most advantageous position, especially when it comes to the spot. So you see here, like on this vertical route, you see Penny Hart just giving Sauce the business over there, straight up. And it's really just the stacking, because once you stack, like as the ball comes down into the catch radius, if you're stacked up when the ball comes down into the catch radius, meaning like in this situation, I'm behind the guy. So instead of me being on the side of him, what I do is when I click on, I'm going to take the receiver and I'm going to basically move him like directly in front of the guy, so that we're adjacent, we're in a straight line. I mean, not next to each other, we're vertically aligned in a straight line. So like, watch, in this situation, you're going to always battle for the spot, but as you see me turn and get that shoulder across the guy, for some reason, if you can get the shoulder across the guy, you're going to win the animation battle. And I've said this on this channel and in my virtuals and other places for a few years now, that really the guy who animates first is the guy who wins the battle for the spot, generally. I mean, it's Madden, so things happen, but in terms of averages, if you're going to see a guy win, you're going to see him get to that spot, stack a little bit, and as the ball arrives into the catch radius, you see me, I'm just nudging, kind of, especially if I'm on top of the guy, or if I'm over the top of the guy and the DB's underneath me, I'm going to hedge a little bit. I'm going to put that inside shoulder back into the defender as the ball arrives, or at least I'm going to attempt to do it. Maybe squeezing a little bit of L2, like at the end. Sometimes you'll have to slow down. So it's establishing position underneath is just important as being able to stack the guy over the top. So it's really kind of the same thing. It just depends upon where the ball is and, where you are, when the ball arrives and basically what you're able to do with it. Strong hands right there. A lot of curl routes are great routes where you can kind of, if you click on, you can pull the guy back in front of the guy and put yourself in the position to make the catch. Right here, you see the slow down. And really what you're doing is you're cutting the angle off. It's a game of angles. And so you want to be able to cut off the defender at the time that you're going for the catch. So it's like you want to knock him off and then go for the catch. It's like a 1-2 kind of thing. And so if you can kind of get this down, like right here, watch me go up into him, hold him off just to get the out route right there. And so every situation is going to be different. There's no one set throw. There's no one set mechanic. You really have to see and understand how you're being played and have to be able to react on the fly according to where you are. So watch this little slow down there, right? As I go into the catch radius, I'm always going to kind of like hit L2 as I get, as I go for the catch into the catch radius. The L, like a little pop of the L2 is almost like you're taking a crow hop or, a gather step, in order to get yourself in position to go for the animation. So there it is, L2 right there, L2 and aggressive catch, at that point in time. So again, it's still always going to depend upon the situation and the defender in the ball, in you. And so just watch, it's still going to be L2, like watch, L2 and secure. So it's really clicking on getting either the vertical on top or vertical underneath or, sideways kind of position. And when you get the position right there, L2 catch. It sounds like it's too good to be true, but it's really that easy and that simple. It's just a matter of getting yourself into the proper position to make the catch and the timing of which you go for the catch, as well as the positioning. So, what I'm going to do is when the ball is in the air, when I click to the guy, I'm going to start pulling down or up or just trying to position myself on a post route. Sometimes, that high safety always comes down, and sometimes he bullies us for that pick on that post route. What you got to start doing is when you throw it and you click on, you have to start pulling the receiver down in front of the DB, and then with a little bit of L2, you're going to go for the catch, like right here. Yep. So you see how I get myself in position first, and then it's like L2 and catch. So like right here, click on, look, watch me get that shoulder, L2 catch. And it's L2, the L2 catch thing, or just hitting L2 at the time or right before the catch is your gather step. Same thing right here on slant route. Click on L2 catch, pulling down and diagonally away from Jair. So now that I'm able to get the position on the slant route, and it's money after that. And so again, every situation is going to be different. You have to start throwing the ball and leading or placing according to how you're being played. So don't just throw it randomly. Look at how the DB is playing you at the time and what the route is. So if it's a streak route in that situation, I didn't think necessarily that Jones had the speed to beat him deep, but I knew he had the size on him. So if you throw it a little bit down and away or down and in, I'm able to establish the position, a little bit of L2 and aggressive catch right there, and you see the results. And so, again, every situation will be different. There is no one set way to throw it. But your catch mechanics are pretty much, no matter what the situation, your catch mechanics are somewhat going to be the same. And so I'm going to break this down a little bit, just a little bit. I'm not going to give you guys too much. Y'all know how I do on YouTube. But if you want, you want to learn some stuff, the 100% manual catch video was released yesterday, and the reviews on it are crazy already. So you might want to come up off the pride a little bit. For you guys who just, whatever, hey man, you want to learn how to do this stuff, it's there. Ain't no sense in crying about what you can't do, what can't be done. I guarantee you, if you come to Coach DC 404, it's there. It's there. It's been there. So you just have to decide, that's on you. But again, as you saw on this play, as I'm able to stack and get in position, a little bit of L2, it kind of knocked the DB off. Did you notice that? I'm talking to y'all like y'all can answer me, but it knocked the DB off because of the stack and the slowdown. So there's another key to it, is the speed. Once I get on top of the guys, I may not necessarily, depending upon how far the ball is out, I may not necessarily have to keep using the speed burst. At certain points, I may want to slow down. Now watch me stack both of these guys. There's the stack on the first guy. I leaned over, got in front of him, keeping him behind. Now watch at the end, watch me come and restack. I'm going to restack him in L2 right there as the ball arrives. And as you see, nice catch. Simple. Anyway, man, it is your boy, Coach DC404. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I am out.